was a groundbreaking ceremony for a new factory.
Did she mention seeing anyone who was sick? Anyone on a plane, the airport?
No, she said she was jet-lagged.
So I'd have to think part of the appeal of this movie and this character is he's just a very normal guy in this realistic but frightening situation.
I really could relate to the guy, you know, he's just really trying to keep his kid alive, you know, and so everything he did, I kind of thought, well, yeah, that's probably what I would have done. And I think part of the trick of the movie is to just feel very kind of warts and all, kind of like everyday people, and then that feels like they're seated in the world that we kind of all live in, and that this thing's really happening.
Mr. Amoff, I'm sorry. Your wife is dead.
You know, I mean, I just saw her. We were just at home.
You have this scene where he gets this tragic news, and it's just this remarkably realistic portrayal of shock. How did you prepare for that role?
That scene was, I'm really proud of that scene. You know, when I read the script, it was unclear exactly to me how we do that, and I had, that was the one scene I had anxiety about. And so we sat there with our ER doctor who was working with us that day consulting. And so we started to question him about, when you're in a situation where somebody's not expecting to hear that news, what reaction do you see? They actually literally don't hear it. And there's a way that you deliver the news that's kind of brutal. What Scott had kind of intuited was the way the exchange would go, and he'd written a really nice scene, but it wasn't blunt enough. He used words like passed away, and she didn't make it, and the guy said, no.
Her heart stopped, and unfortunately, she did die.
And more often than not, the person then goes,
Can I go talk to her?
And it just can't register. And so that then triggers another question, which is
there somebody that we can call?
To which the person goes, oh, is there somebody I should call? Well, yeah, I could, call my brother, because my brother obviously needs to be with me, because I need somebody with me, because my wife died? They say things like,
we had dinner, we had pizza, she said she was jet-lagged.
And then more often than not, they get angry.
What are you talking about?
Like, what happened?
Some people get a disease and live. Some get sicker and die. Now, we're gonna have to notify the medical examiner.
We just sat there in a huddle and kind of built this scene, and I'm really proud of it, because it's a scene that I've never seen before, but it feels, intuitively, it felt very real. It's always exciting when you can kind of solve a problem in a way that's interesting, but real.
Hello. I need you to get me the names of everyone who serviced this room. It's an emergency.
You can't panic now.
I know.
I'm gonna get you home.
I got people too, Dr. Cheever. We all do.